Hey guys, I'm just pretty much doing like a video on me making small adjustments to a page, to a website. Very small adjustments just on page and kind of, their title tags and their meta descriptions and their schema and just anything that really like pops up to me when doing a phase 2 benchmarking audit. So we've got the keywords in here, we've got the URLs and things like that. We've got all the details about CTR, position, click-through rate. I'm going to add some more columns in here for other details as well, but at the moment I'm just going through certain title tags that I see that could, we can make minor adjustments to. The one I just did now was TMS therapy success rate. So currently we're on the first page, we're at the bottom. So I'm just looking at how obviously we can send the links and things to the page and whatnot, but I'm just making some adjustments to the on page and how we can make this specific page more appealing along with other pages on the website. To start off with, one of the things I noticed was when I was actually looking on the listings, I was just looking at like who was ranking for this keyword, like at the top here. So we've got how successful is TMS therapy, what is the success rate of TMS therapy. It's quite a nice one here, depression plus anxiety, so they're adding more statistics around the different conditions there are. So that's actually quite a good point to note down. So what I do is I come back here and I'll just add some notes to how we can make adjustments to this page. Let's say add more, add more stats on other conditions, add more stats on other conditions, or let's just say add more TMS therapy stats on other conditions. So I'm going to change the title tag. Well, this is what I've done inside of Duda in here. Obviously watch my other videos if you're unfamiliar with Duda. So we're changing it to how successful is TMS therapy, your full guide 2023, where currently we have it as TMS success rate, does TMS therapy really work 2022. So obviously there's the clear change of the date, the year, and also I've made adjustments to the keywords and things itself, and the how we've structured the title tag to improve that click-through rate, because currently our click-through rate isn't too great for this month. We've got 1.30% here, 1.3%, which we could definitely improve upon. The goal is to just get it above 3%. And obviously, as I've mentioned on my channel before, what corresponds to click-through rate is the appearance and the attractiveness of the actual snippet in Google search. So we've got a photo here. We could probably adjust this photo. I don't know where this photo is coming from. I mean, it was obviously coming from the page, but it's been picked up. It's just picked up a random photo. Obviously, when you compare the other photos, maybe ours doesn't look as appealing. Clearly other taglines work more effectively in comparison to our one, as their rankings are higher. Well, I mean, it could be one of the reasons anyway. Some of them could have loads of links or whatever, or really high quality. I don't know. I mean, it could be anything, but at the end of the day, SEO, as much as someone tells you that they know everything, it does come down to just looking at what other people are doing and why is Google working out maybe why is Google rewarding other pages as opposed to others. No one really fully knows why Google ranks certain pages and why Google pushes other pages down. So, but we can use the facts and the statistics that and the research that others have provided. Anyway, so going off on a tangent there, but anyway, back to this point here. So TMS success rate, So I'm going to adjust this title tag to kind of almost match, well, it's not exactly the same. I've kind of taken, ideas from, using a question, using a question as the first kind of the first like few keywords here, as opposed to just the TMS success rate. Does TMS therapy really work? I mean, they are, at the end of the day, they are asking the question, what is the success rate of TMS therapy? So having that there will help benefit, and then just building it up a bit more at the end, just to help still improve that click-through rate, by changing the title tag to "How successful is TMS therapy? Your full guide 2023," and we'll see what that does. At the end of the day, it's all like an experiment. We can just judge this again next month and see if any improvements have been made. By the way, all this data has been taken from. I use the free version of Screaming Frog. I used to use the paid version, but I realised that you could probably just get some of the, well, I mean, it makes it easier. It collates all the data together, especially if you're working with a lot of clients. But I'll just use Google Search Console, gain the data from there, and then just add columns where I see fit, where I feel columns will be beneficial, such as like, having like a duplicate content set columns in here. Duplicate content, search volume, keyword difficulty. I still need to add them in. And then also like, adding conditional formatting. I mean, this is the area that we'll be working our majority of our time on today. But adding the title length in here as well, and adding conditional formatting to see, okay, so we want to get it in that sweet spot between 50 and 60. And then again with the meta description, we want to get it between whatever sweet spot I put it in there. I'll check it in a minute. Actually, you know what? That's a good point. Is there a way we can help improve this meta description as well in comparison to the others on the page? On the Google snippet. I've also added article schema in the website as well, just to help see if it can pick up, a different photo as well instead of the one we've got. I've just directed it at a more relevant image, link to a more relevant image, and you can get this sort of schema from something like this, article schema, news article, blog posting, and it gives you a huge range of other ones as well, which is nice. Okay, so what could we do to improve the meta description? So this is what it's picking up. TMS success rate, hallmark study involving 42 CROs showed 58%. Okay, that gives us our answer there. I mean, I'm just having a look. Okay, that's quite nice because it's got the facts, the statistics right there as the first. This is quite nice. It's got links to other pages as well. TMS for depression, success rates, TMS is, so it's quite not, you can kind of see a correlation between all of them. They all use the 30%, and then the percentages, quick percentages, 70% and 80%. TMS generally has a 30% success rate, which can place it just below traditional antidepressants. TMS homework study. Let's just have a look at the current meta description. Does TMS really? Okay, so it's picking up a different type. I mean, sometimes they'll just pick up, whatever they feel is best. Does TMS really work? Here are facts, 58%. Okay, to be honest, I'm not going to change that. I'm just going to leave it as it is. So I think that's fine. I mean, at the end of the day, it might pick up just whatever. It seems to be picking up something completely different. So I'm not going to spend too much time on that. Okay, all right then. So then we move on. Okay, so we look at our other page, right? So accelerated TMS. This is like a service page. We're also going to be looking at the actual page itself, maybe certain things that we can improve upon. One of the areas I was thinking, so for example, as you land on the page, instead of, this guide is, we have had like a lot of sign-ups for this guide, although I feel we could experiment with having, so this key term here, this service that we provide, seems to have been, really, really popular, and seems to be something that a lot of the users are asking for. And the way you can find this out, what a lot of customers are looking for through Google Search Console, you can find this out. And if you need me to do a tutorial on how to find that, I can show you, but it's not too difficult. I feel like there's quite a few tutorials on that. Also, you can like read the statistics of your search bar, see how many people are searching for that key term, see how many people are, if you're using like a call tracking software, see how many people are picking up, when people are calling into the business, what are they, what keywords are they using, what are they asking for. And also look at your contact forms, so look at the contact forms that are being submitted to the site, and just look at like what the comments are and what the messages are, and see, like download it as like a, you can just download it, export it as like a CSV file, and put it into like a spreadsheet, and then just highlight all the different keywords that keep on showing and popping up. And then use those keywords and figure out, okay, so these people are looking for this specific service, this specific service. How can we make this service more attractive, have it rank higher in the Google search engine, and just overall just make it stand out a bit more. It's common sense really, but I feel it's massively important. You don't want to overcomplicate things, and it could be just as simple as, okay, so we're looking at this page here, how can we make things, how can we improve things? So instead of having this guide up here, we might want to move our featured, and these are like reviews specifically for accelerated TMS. So they're not just general reviews for the company, they're specific reviews for accelerated TMS. So that's another, that's a quick pointer. Use unique or bespoke reviews, like inside of articles, and like we've got one here as well. Maybe what we can do is we can take them and we can, move them up here and change it to like a carousel of like, like Google reviews going past instead, right? Or just like, like just like testimonials sliding by instead of this guide up here, right? Just to help highlight, different clients that have used the service. So that's what when you want to do, you want to highlight, you want to find your money pages, and then see how attractive you can make them, see what links you can send to them, those pages, see how you can, obviously make the type, like, so if we search up accelerated TMS, right, and we go down and we've got like the different people ranking for accelerated TMS, right? Okay, so how can we then make ours look more attractive? So ours is in the US, accelerated TMS. If I was to put this in the United States, let's see, because that's in the local area, we want to let's just say in the US. Okay, CMS accelerated TMS therapy. Okay, right. Okay. Yeah, so let's say we wanted to make our page more attractive to as compared to other companies on the list, right? And I've kind of already brushed up on this, using bespoke reviews, right, compared to other companies. So like if I was to go onto this page, okay, so let's beat depression 5-day treatment, fairly nice page, good bit of information, the doctor, we've got a video covering, so we've got a video covering TMS here, right? So this would be something that I would note down. I think I've already noted it down anyway. video on accelerated TMS, and we've got added targeted reviews to page, right? So there's definitely things that we can, help fluff up this page a bit more, I guess you could say. I know that's not the best term for it. But you kind of, I don't want to keep on using the same term, making this page more attractive, but it's generally, that's what it is. Based on keyword research and contact forms, this is clearly picking up. And most of this clients, a lot of this clients, customers and clientele are accelerated TMS patients, and obviously it's quite like a bit more of like, so the traditional TMS treatment takes a good amount of time, like 30, I can't remember the exact amount, a month or so, and this only takes 5 days, so it's clearly a good selling point, and it's just become FDA approved. Well, okay, don't quote what I'm saying, but I believe they've done more studies on it, proving it to be more effective and things like that, and proving it to be safe. And I don't know the full, all the details on it. So anyway, back to my point. Adding explaining pricing for accelerated TMS. So this is another thing, right? I don't know, I haven't actually looked at, this is the first other page, well, one of the first other pages I've looked at to see. They've got, FAQs down here, which is nice. Nice page, right? Good layout. What I'd recommend is probably having some sort of call to action on above here. They've got some up here, but I'd have it on the page. Start your 5-day treatment today, or something along that nature. Anyway, so having a video on this page could improve the user experience. Well, statistics show having a video on this page can improve the user experience, right? We've got photos of our TMS room and things like that, but maybe changing that to a video can make that improvement. All right, so there's things that we can make adjustments to, right, based on looking at our competitors. You can also start to look at, okay, so we've got this page in here, looking at other pages, right? So seeing how they're doing, and this is based on clicks, right, for this month, right, for last month. And looking at the clicks, right, we've got another article in here on accelerated TMS. And what you want to do is you want to kind of like look at these pages and consider, right, so a lot of these pages, like 0 clicks, not really much going on, probably like very, not the right targeting, or maybe there's no volume for that keyword or whatever it may be. I think it was, here we go. So this one, Saint Protocol TMS. So we've got a blog post on TMS, right? Although, in comparison to our main service page, it's not really doing very well. So what I would consider in this case is to say, like, okay, so it's not doing too well. What could we do with this page? Do we send some links to it? Do we improve it? Do we change the content or whatever it may be? No. Okay, what we can do, well, and then there's the other option, is we can repurpose this content, right? So we can take this content and we can repurpose, oh, it's not that one, sorry, the wrong one. We can repurpose it on our service page, right? Because it's all brilliant content, and it's around accelerated TMS. It's a slightly different subject to, it's just like an informative post around something called the Saint trial and what I was talking about earlier, and how there's progress in the field of accelerated TMS. So what I'd probably do in this case is repurpose this content onto our accelerated TMS article, right, to buff up the content and to help improve those rankings as well, and to help and to help inform customers, as that is one of the key areas.